God damn, that was quick. Hey, what's going on, everyone?
That was quick. Oh, because it's the one from freaking Kyle.
Oh, okay. What's going on, everyone? That was unexpectedly quick. As always, this is your host, as always, Elliot Barr, joining me on the show to bring you all the laughs, all the good jokes, and everything. It is Eb. How are you doing, homie? How are things shaking for you?
It's been a while, a few weeks, but we here. We made it. We made it
It
to
has been.
Tuesday.
Just to pull back the curtain a little bit, we had all the intentions of doing all these shows, all these quick hits, which we are doing. Like, make sure you are watching the quick hits. There are 15-minute episodes, probably once a week, about 1 to 3 here. If you haven't seen my face in a while, that's because being a middle school teacher sucks. I love my job. I love what I do. But the timing of stuff with the start of the season and the end of the school year,
Yeah, it's just been a wild time, and I work in healthcare. So we gonna make it through it.
I'm surprised we haven't done a show yet. We're just all three of us just sitting here and just drink. It just be like,
just like, you know what? Yeah. Soccer happened. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all figure it out. Y'all figure it out.
We have given you all the tools.
There you go. Look, we are the first to tell you. If you want more in-depth coverage, please go support USL League One on the Rocks, Protagonist Soccer. We are your monthly show where we sit back, we joke, and we just bring you all the craziness that has happened around USL League One. Mm-hmm. But before we do all that, make sure you go to Twitch, follow us at Walking90, Instagram Walking90 as well, Blue Sky Walking90 Pod. And tonight's show, we're going to talk about the hot seat. We're going to talk about the Predix Tyrants Cup. We're going to talk about our tier system for teams because, I'm not going to lie to you, have I updated US Chaos ranking? No. Will I probably? No. So, the tier system is here. We're going to talk about games above the bottom of the Chaos team above. Yeah, it's a lot we got to go through, but I think we want to start off with this. One of the teams that was supposed to come in the USL League One, Sporting Cascade, with their AI imaging of their fans, and one fan having a third hand, and holding a scarf, which was weird.
Wild.
They have a new owner. I learned about that. But that was brought on due because their past owner just left town. So they seem to be a little bit more settled. That was part of the reason why they didn't start off in 2026. They'll be coming in 2027. And then also Papadakis confirmed to have been ousted. So it's a lot of news going on.
Oh, and we talked about it last live episode about Papadakis. And everything kind of, I guess it all just kind of finally come to light that he is out as they prepare to bring in new leadership to start Pro-Rel for the USL system. So that'll be interesting. I mean, the USL Championship finally got their CBA. Yeah. So that helps a lot in terms of making sure that you can play soccer in 2027 to even have Pro-Rel. So shout out to the players. You know, we are always for the players, by the players, and they got what they needed as well as what they wanted. So a step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, that helps out a lot. And I think next year the CBA for USL League One comes up. So it'll be interesting to see how kind of League One teams navigate that. As always, support the players. These guys don't get paid a whole bunch.
True.
They do not get paid a whole lot. So, support the players and don't be a dickhead about it. I think that's well said. What's up?
That's a lot of people forget that part.
There you go. Real quick for everyone watching, make sure you share with a friend. Right now, I believe we are at 136 subscribers on YouTube. Our goal is to get to 150 before the start of the World Cup. So share in your USL League One community, share with a friend. And maybe, just maybe, speaking into existence, if we can get to 200, maybe we'll do a live show from the site of the USL League One final. Who knows? We'll try it. We will try it. We will try it. We will try it. We might We might do a live show. We'll try.
I can commit to that. I can be if we get to 200 on YouTube, I will take that time to go to the USL League One Championship.
I need to be somewhere warm.
Oh, you don't want to go to Spokane in November?
Hell no. Sorry. Nothing against Spokane. Nothing against them. I don't want to be like in a 3-piece parka like this. Like,
talking about let's do that soccer.
Go soccer. No, absolutely not. That's not to do that.
I will say I would rather the cold than the rain because I've now gone to 2 Richmond Kickers games. And it's been cold and rainy. And I need y'all to do better. Please.
Hey, welcome to weather in the South. 51 day and then 70 and 90 the next two. It's weird.
That's crazy because why?
Welcome to the South.
Like I don't live here. Like it's stupid.
Welcome to the South. That's what I tell people all the time. Welcome. Teams that are performing really well. Let's shout out Knox. They have gone with the furthest in the U.S. Open Cup. Yes. They got knocked out, but I mean, hey, what is it? They get $50,000.
I think it's 50,000.
Yeah. Which I mean, hey, look, they went.
That's one more floodlight.
Hey, that team. I mean, man. The more you watch Knox, they're starting to show like they are the top dog of USL League One. I think it's. Obviously, it's too early, right? And I'm always the guy of let's wait to see what they do at the end of the year to kind of see like where is their place in USL League One history, right? But this team with the run they're going on, and look, losing to Columbus 4-1 is not a bad thing. Like,
yeah, no. I mean, Columbus is on a skid. They were on a skid. They weren't playing their best soccer in MLS, but that's still your League One team going up against MLS team, and that quality is very different.
100%.
So
let's just say, for instance, we did like a true table. Like you took the very top MLS team based on standings from number 1 all the way down to USL League One. Like I'm pretty sure there's a 20-team gap in between where Knox is to where Columbus Crew is. So for them, even at one point, for it to be tied 1-1 early on in that game and then respond within a minute, I think is very good for them, right? And obviously, this is a game that is played, in front of Columbus Crew. So obviously, Columbus had the home field advantage. But I mean, hey, look, if I'm a Knox fan or a supporter, there's no reason to bow your head at all. You had a hell of a run. You walk out with $50K, take that money, invest it into your squad, invest it into whatever you need for facilities or anything like that, and continue building this club. Like, do not drop your head at all. Like, you guys did a fantastic job.
And you've continued that success into the league, which we're going to talk about in a second. So you only set yourself up for success, and it's been really, really fun. I would dare to say, watching this Knox team. You were champions, but we didn't. I didn't know what to think of this team. I didn't perceive them at the beginning of the year, and that's on me. And I think they would rather we not notice them because they're just quietly doing the hard stuff and just moving along, which I talk about as when we get down to like our chaos and vibes. But this Knox team, they're putting on a show to make sure that everybody knows that League One is here, and we appreciate it.
And they carry that banner. Talk about carrying the banner. Fort Wayne opened up their new stadium. Looks fantastic. We've seen a couple of new stadiums come into USL League One as of late. And I love this for lower league teams where it's not like just renting out the local football field or renting out, the baseball field. And we have teams in the league that do both. But having your own property, being able to be like, hey, this is ours, we can grow it, and we don't have to share it, I think is key. Look at Fort Wayne, you look at Atlantico Boise. It's just fantastic.
Spokane.
Spokane. Is Spokane theirs?
That's theirs, but right now they're sharing with Seattle Sounders and Seattle Reign, but it's theirs. Yeah.
Okay. I always thought they were renting it from Spokane. Like I didn't know if it was actually theirs.
I think it's theirs. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but
but yeah, I mean, just huge shout out to them. I mean, those are fantastic. They look great. And one thing you want to see where we talked about it before in the past, like South Georgia Tormenta and Chattanooga stadiums look awkward on TV just because of how the view was. Their stadiums look great on TV. They look good. So shouts out to them. And I mean, look, ever since they went in there, ain't no one beat Fort Wayne yet. It's a different team.
Maybe all teams just need to get a new stadium and call it a day.
I mean, hey, it's a different Fort Wayne. Coming up this week, we have the Printex Tires USL Cup. Union Omaha upsets Indy 11 again.
That was the second time in a month. To look back at the last round, yes. Charlotte beat Richmond. That was the game I went to. Very rainy. Fuck Enzo still in his stupid man bun.
I'm not gonna lie, man. For a 35-year-old man, that boy can move.
He does, and I don't understand it. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. And like we said, Omaha upset Indy 11. They had just did it in the Open Cup. And now here they are again playing them in the USL Prinks Tires Elemental P Cup. Omaha's also, a top contender every year. So to see them continue also to put USL League One on the map, winning some very, very good games, especially in Open Cup and the USL Cup. Always a fun time. So shout out to them. Oh, and shout out to their new jersey that the SG just put out for Pride. It looks amazing, and I'm probably going to get one. The Proud Owls.
Oh, okay.
They put out a new Pride kit for 2026, and it looks amazing. Shout out Catherine. She did a great job. She designed it. It's probably one of my favorite kits of the year for club, country, or SG. So it's definitely like top 5. So I will definitely be looking into getting one of those for it soon.
Okay. So let's go a quick preview through of the games coming up this week. Tomorrow, matter of fact, Sarasota Paradise will take on Sporting Jacks there in a kind of local-ish state derby. You know how the league loves to say, like, you guys are at 50 miles of each other? Derby. You guys are at 10 miles of each other? Hate each other. It's like, yo, we've never played. How is this a derby?
Like, this is our first year. We've played 6 games.
Right. Now,
the league said, we heard you like a derby, so we've made every single game a derby.
Right. Now, this is a game that I'm not going to lie. When the schedule came out, I was looking to see how could I get to this game. Westchester versus New York Cosmos. Because I just wanted to see, like, that's going to be a good game.
But they have like 4 more games to play each other, so.
But this is the first one. It's going to be nice. Then you got Charlotte Independence taking on Pittsburgh Riverhouse. That's on a Friday. Those 2 matches on Friday, and then Saturday you got Portland Hearts of Pine taking on Rhode Island FC at home. Fort Madison will welcome Detroit City FC. Richmond Kickers welcome Charleston Battery. Chattanooga Rebels will welcome Birmingham Legion. Knox welcomes San Antonio. Fort Wayne welcomes in-state rival Indy 11. Corpus Christi will welcome FC Tulsa, while Atletico Boise welcomes Monterey Bay FC up there to the Green Prairies. And then on Sunday, FC Naples welcomes Sporting Jacks. Union Omaha, I think, and this is probably the game of the round, Union Omaha, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, takes on Louisville City.
Ooh, that'll be the most competitive and most evenly matched. Chattanooga, if you don't beat Birmingham Legion, I don't even know. Like, you're the better team of the 2. Okay?
Yeah. And then on May 17th, you have Spokane Velocity versus Las Vegas Lights. And then AV Alta on May 27th, so a little bit further away, will take on El Paso Locomotive. We talked about Union Omaha and Louisville City. Let's dive into that matchup. What makes this matchup so exciting for you?
It's just got to be Union Omaha could easily hang with like the
Mhm.
best of them all, honestly. So, like you see what they've done with Indy 11. You've just seen them what they've done at all points of like playing against some of these teams that are above them, quote unquote, in the league, in leagues or in the league itself. So I feel like that's going to be such an evenly matched game that should be it should be a dogfight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. Like that's one I think that's a good. Also it's a good time to put that game on 5 p.m. You might be getting ready for the week. Depending on where you watch this game at, on the West Coast, when it's coming back from church, whatever. That's going to be a good watch. I think another game that I think will quietly creep up on you, and you'll be like, huh. Portland Hearts of Pond versus Rhode Island FC, a very close game. I think two fan bases that will travel,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it will be an interesting environment because Portland is coming on a little bit of pressure, and we'll talk about this later. Does this hot seat turn up or down, depending on this result against Rhode Island as well? And Rhode Island, I think they're just coming off a big win against previously undefeated Tampa Bay. They got to draw 1-1 there.
I think if you're looking for something like that chaos type of game, then anything involving well, we sort of hinted at it, the Westchester Cosmos game, that game it's gonna end 10-10. 10v10. I truly believe if they play anything like they talk online, I feel like that's going to be a wild one. If you're looking for like excitement, if you're looking for like that dogfight, like we were talking about, it's definitely Union Omaha. And then honestly, Fort Wayne Indy 11 will be a fun one too.
Yeah,
I think that's the true interstate rivalry derby that USL League One wants to claim, and they don't know how to claim that one yet. They just know that it's interstate, and they're going to go, okay, great marketing, but and that's all they got. And we're like, okay, I mean, sure, but that'll be a fun one. The Florida Group 7 one, I just don't know what's going to happen in that, just because.
Yeah.
It doesn't spark a lot of joy. I'm not gonna lie, nothing about that group sparks joy to me. If Tampa Bay Rowdies doesn't like destroy that entire group, then what are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, I think another impressive game. What's up with you in this one? I don't know whether to say the third must game this week is One Dogs versus San Antonio FC, or or
in terms of like it being good, or
well, I think it's another game for. I'm stuck between One Dogs in San Antonio and Charlotte and Pittsburgh. And the reason why I'm stuck is because on one hand, this is another case. We just talked about One Dogs being kind of like the top dog in USL League One.
yes,
This is another game where you go against a team who won a USL championship title, a team who's done well in the West. I haven't really kept up with San Antonio. I'm assuming they're doing well in the West, but like it's another team at a higher level up. Can One Dogs win this game again? Win this kind of game and keep that momentum going? On the other hand, I have Charlotte versus Pittsburgh, and these are two contrasting styles. Where Charlotte is this team that is like, we are sitting back and we are countering and we are going. Pittsburgh is known, as I remember, as being a very steely defensive team and an reigning USL championship team. And if Charlotte is able to get a win in this kind of game, and you know how Charlotte is, Charlotte will be a team who stacks up wins. And you look at the table and be like, how do they second?
Yeah, but then you're like, okay, they eventually have to play defense at some point within their season, Like they can score in bunches. We've seen that. We've seen them go 4-1 up against the best of them. But can they continue that type of scoring against a higher opponent than them?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. I'm not exactly sure they can.
Enzo will get his one. We'll all be pissed. I'll be pissed. And then chaos will reign, and then somehow they've won 4-2, and you're just like, how? Why? What is happening? Why are we doing this? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. I think a couple of games you might want to have on the second screen. Put it on the laptop, right, or put it on your phone. Richmond versus Charleston. I think this game more so serves to those older USL crowds. Back before there was a League One. If you remember this rivalry, you grew up with it at USL League One. It was a much-watched game. I think this would be a fantastic watch. But put it on the second screen. Second screen, Fort Madison versus Detroit City. I think just the status alone, if Detroit fans travel, you can convince me to put it on the first screen. If they
that is the insufferable derby. Like, I love my friends in Ford. I love my friends in Detroit. Y'all are insufferable. I'm not even touching that game. I will wait until I'm online afterwards to hear both teams cry as one team wins. Right. Neither team will be happy. That's all I got.
Chattanooga versus Birmingham. I think you can wake up in the morning and see that result. Yeah, I don't think
don't even waste your battery. Don't waste your data on that game.
Boise versus Monterey. I think.
Don't waste your battery.
I think it's more sense to do with Monterey. I think you can wake up and see that result later.
Yeah, Monterey's at the bottom of the West.
Yeah.
They got 2 points.
FC Tulsa, I think that's another. You can wake up in the morning, see the result. Spokane versus Las Vegas Lights. I think you can wake up and see that result.
Yes, yeah. Don't let your phone charge. You good.
I think the only game. Well, I think we talked about Sarasota versus Fort Jacks. That's another you can wake up and watch. I'm struggling with Fort Wayne and Indy, and I'm struggling with it because
I think you can. I think if you got that third screen, you can put that on. But if you don't, then you can wake up in the morning.
So that's where I'm looking at it differently. I don't know if this is a put it on the main screen game.
No.
Or is this second screen?
Your main screen is going to be, for all the games that are happening that day, your main screen is One Knox San Antonio. And then for nostalgia, you're going Kickers versus Charleston. And so if you have a third screen, then you're going, okay, let me put Fort Wayne and Indy on. But if you're not, you're like, oh, let me catch the highlights at halftime. You've got your dogfight, you've got your nostalgia, and then you've got your fuck it, we here. We might as well put it on type of game. That's that. That's my order of operations.
I can feel that. I think in the 11, let me see real quick where they are in the league.
In the league, they're 8th.
I mean, Fort Wayne haven't lost at home yet. Is there a case for an upset?
Oh yeah, Indy's so inconsistent. Like, and apparently Indy struggles against lower league teams. Like so I wouldn't put it past them. It's gonna be a good game. So whether you decide to put it on your second screen because you are a new fan of the game and not the nostalgia, or you go, okay, let me see if I can find the iPad to put this on.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this game, but Avianto versus El Paso, second screen.
Wake up. I'll wake up.
Okay, wake up.
2 days later. to check
2 days later. If we had the budget to travel, I think we would definitely be at Union Omaha versus Louisville City.
I would. I could if I could get there and back in time, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun matchup.
If it was at Louisville, I would be in Louisville because that's so easy for me.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. But hey, let us know down below. Let us know in the comment section what game in the U.S. Cup you are looking forward to or watching. How do you think your team is going to do? And like, honestly, I want to hear from fans. Like, what are your expectations of this tournament? Like, how do you predict your team to do in this tournament? Because I know here in Richmond, we're kind of just like, once we lose that first game, it's kind of like, all right, let's just get through it.
That's crazy. You still got like 4 more games.
Hey, look, but the thing is, you got to finish first to advance. So if you're not in like the top 2 after game 2, it's kind of just like, whatever. But it's also conflicting for us because you got Charleston, who's a rivalry game, you got Loudoun, who's a rivalry game, and you got Greenville in the month. It is like, all right, well,
I mean, you already beat up on Greenville once, so
yeah. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right, Eb, let's get into the tier system of teams. Now, for those who are wondering, where is the USL Chaos BCS ranking? It's gonna be a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last month has kicked my butt, and it is a backlog, so I can wrap it up and get it all together. But we're working on that. That's behind the scenes. Trust me, you'll see that coming up soon. But in the meantime, we have this tier system, and there's 4 tiers: ready to push for a title, pushing for a playoff spot, just outside of the playoffs, peeking around that curve, and start prepping for 2027. So, okay. Ed,
do you want to go straight down the? We can go straight down the standings.
Let's do it.
Bottom up, and let's see how we can. Let's see what we can come up with. So at the bottom is Corpus Christi.
Okay. I'm gonna put them and start prepping for 2027.
Yeah.
I don't know what has gone wrong with Corpus Christi, but every time I watch them so far this year, I walk away like unimpressed and just like that. That is a hard watch, and I don't know because I thought with who they brought in and what they brought in, I was expecting like, all right, this is at least at the ceiling, this is a team competing for a whole playoff spot, right? At the floor, this is the team right on the edge of missing out of the playoffs, right? And because we thought this was going to be like NOCO 2.0 for Ebon. And not saying that it can't be that, but just what we're watching so far, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been. And I'm pretty sure Ebon would tell you that.
Looking at their results, they don't do a lot of scoring. That's for sure. And then they just get scored on in bunches. It's like they got a very good result to start the season, 2-2 versus Naples, and then they kept Knoxville out of the net with a 0-0 draw. And after that, nothing. Like, it's been not great. All of their points have come from draws. They drew Spokane as well, but everything else has been 2-1, 3-1, 5-1, 2-1 losses. They're not scoring, and they're definitely not keeping others from scoring. So they probably should look towards 2027 to make sure and start looking to see when what pieces they need to get to the halfway point so that they know where to cut and where to bring in. You need a scorer for sure. And defense is crying out for you right now.
Yeah.
All
right, next we have is Greenville. Where you put it up at?
2027. just pack that up. You hold on to that really, really tight, and you tell your fans, we playing the kids, all 2 of them that you have, and you let them know that new stadium means new opportunities, and there you go.
I feel like you have been waiting for this downfall for so long.
I've been praying on it for a while, and then I thought they were going. I was like, you know what? They're going to surprise me this year. They're going to be good, and then they didn't, and I was like, fuck y'all. I believed in you.
You've been waiting on that downfall for so long. I mean, I agree with you. Me and Matt talked about on River City 93 just about how it just felt like a slow. It just felt like an older team. Like they just felt old.
I felt like they had bought in like when you look at some of the acquisitions they did, and they were like, okay, they're not too old. But then you're like, oh, but I'm comparing it against a team that was already old. So yeah, 27's not old in the sense of like a team that was averaging 32 years old. Like, sure, but he's still 27, and you didn't get younger from that. So yeah, that they bamboozled me, and now get ready for 2027. I don't even want to hear from y'all no more.
I mean, it's talking. And look, I'm not trying to be like ageist or anything like that, but let's just look at Rick. Like, just go look at the last game. The average age of Greenville is almost 30 years old, 29.2, right, and close to 30. Richmond is at 27, right? You think 2 years? That's not too bad. You have a 34-year-old Brandon Fricky, a 32-year-old Evan Lee, a 30-year-old Herrera, a 32-year-old Emil Knight, a 29-year-old Devin Boyce, a 33-year-old Tyler Pollock, and a 36-year-old Leandro Castro, who are probably still key players in and around this team. Like, you re-signed Daniel Woo. And look, I don't know the dynamics of this team, right? I wish we had like a podcast so we can listen to and get more insight. But you re-signed Daniel Woo, who was a good defender for you. He still can't surpass Brandon Fricky at 34? I don't know, man. That's just me. But yeah, it is a little worrisome out there in Tiger Country.
Was it?
It's a little worrisome. It's been coming, but it might be a bad crash, especially if you move it into a new stadium this year. Yeah.
Oh, they're not getting the new stadium built like Fort Wayne?
They gonna need an injection at this point.
Damn. Okay.
AV Alta, where are we putting them at?
This one's a little bit harder, but I could see them as the just outside the playoffs.
Okay. All right. So they're at the kiddie table, but they're like in the very back corner.
Mm.
I mean, I can see that. I can see that for Avianca. Like, I feel like that's the team that's going to miss out on the playoffs
because they don't fucking score. Yeah, yeah. We're still doing this, Avialta.
Here's the funny thing: the game they won, they didn't have the most possession as mostly they do. They won with having a man sit out, so they had to bunker. They had to play some defense. They got forced to play defense. That's how they won.
Which is silly because you could just also go be like Charlotte. You have the attack to do it. Just go score 4 every game and then let them score their 2 and call it a day. Like, you can do it.
Out of the bottom 6 teams in the conference right now, they have the best defense. They led in the least amount of goals at 11. I'm just saying. Yeah, Sarasota Paradise. Where are we going there?
Just outside the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Any reason why just outside the playoffs for them?
I'm not completely sold on this run. I think that they're better than what their record shows. Mm-hmm. They just need to, like all the other teams below the playoff line, they just need to score. I think they can put together a really solid game. They just need to score because they do the same thing that the Cosmos do, where they get scored on in bunches, and all of a sudden it's like they just forget that the game is 90 minutes. So then they just kind of like fall apart. And that's why I think they're on the outside looking in. And because the Cosmos are next for the same reason, they are on the playoffs outside looking in.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of in between on Sarasota. I have love because there's a lot of former kickers in there, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards Star Prep for 2027. I feel like Mika he has good bones there. Like there's a good structure. I just feel like there's a little bit too much reliance on ex kickers players, and I'm wondering if this team is a little bit looking like the 2025 kickers, which worries me because that team wasn't good defensively. And I'm starting to see some of those issues starting to pop up, and I'm kind of scared.
Did you just have a moment of just like PTSD?
Yeah, I did.
I heard it. I heard it.
I'm just a little scared there. But I feel like, this is a team that if things can kind of trend upward, they can be a good team. I'm just...
when things fall apart, it falls apart.
It falls... There you go.
That's the problem with both Sarasota and Cosmos. When things just don't go right for 10 minutes, game's over for them.
Right.
They're just like, I'm done. And I'm like, that's not how soccer works. You still got 80 minutes to try to figure it out.
Yeah, and I think they've given them the most goals so far. Like, hey, look, 1-3 to Madison, 4-1 to Chattanooga.
Yeah, they've given up their -9 in goal difference. And so, yes, they have given up the most.
And I think their 2 wins have come against the newer teams in League One.
Their last one was against Portland Hearts of Pine.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So yeah, Portland. I don't know. They drew. I was thinking they beat Fort Wayne.
Oh, I'm sorry. They beat Corpus Christi. My bad.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's why I got them on the outside. They have some pieces, and they literally just need that one veteran that's going to be like, yo, snap out of it. Yeah. Get it together. And it needs to be either in the defense or the midfield. Like, I need a 6 that's going to be like, yo, tighten up.
Yeah. New York Cosmos, where are we putting them at?
Oh, I put them in the same place. Okay. Just outside the playoffs.
Yeah. I think, like, it's a good bones team. You just got to get rid of the fat. Figure out who works.
I mean, they literally just lost a player who literally was like, I'd rather go back to college. Like a week ago. He literally was like, nah, I'll go take that NIL and I'll go back to college and play there instead. Yeah. What is happening?
I don't know. Yeah, but I agree. I think just outside the playoffs, like they won't be in playoff contention. They'll be like 11 or 12, maybe 13, where they are right now.
Yeah, no, they're not. I don't see all the teams that we've named so far. I just don't see them fighting anywhere near the playoffs. So
that's a good comment. Yeah, there's about as good as yeah. He's not wrong there.
Not wrong, but damn, like, doesn't that hurt a little bit? Like,
it's the truth. It's the truth. All right. Next we have is Westchester. Where are we going there?
The only reason they're in 12th is because of goal differential, but I think they should start looking at 2027.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. So that little burst that Westchester had, that don't do nothing for you?
It didn't do nothing for me. I'm looking at what they're doing against these unestablished teams, like these new teams, and yeah, you're beating up on them, but then you get to like Greenville, and Greenville ain't shit right now, and you lost 4-2. Like, yeah, you kept up with Charlotte, but like, I don't see you maintaining that. and then they went on a losing streak. They have now lost to Fort Wayne. They lost to Boise. I don't see them making it. I see the breakdown coming like mid-June.
You know the thing that I think, because right before they played NYCFC, they were doing well, right? They had the draw against Charlotte, doing well in the Open Cup. You get past the Vermont team on pens. You beat Corpus Christi 5-1. You beat Sarasota 2-0. And it was like this little curve, right? You started to see them trending up where you're like, okay. And then they lost to NYCFC 5-2. And I think since then they just haven't got it back to those same levels, right?
Mm.
You lose to Portland Hearts of Pie. I mean, you beat Portland on pins. That's good. But then you lose 1-0 to Richmond. You lose 1-0 to Fort Wayne. And you just feel as if like those are points drop that's going to hinder you later in the year. That's the difference between you being in ninth and fighting to get into the playoffs and being 10th and fighting for ninth. You get what I'm saying? Like those little things are going to be hiccups for this West Central side.
But I think they're going to let all of those little hiccups eat at them to where they're just going to fall off.
Yeah. And look, they have a tough stretch coming up because, obviously they have the Derby this weekend. But then you have Naples, you got Rhode Island, Fort Wayne, Greenville, Portland, Spokane.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, you got to pick up your points when you can. You cannot drop points in this league or it will come back and bite you in the butt big time. Looking at the table, let's go back to it. Chattanooga Red Wolves, where are we going there?
Fighting.
Okay. Fighting for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, shout out to a friend of the show, Matt Bentley, getting a hat trick.
All I saw was just the group chat being like, this is crazy.
We live in a world where Matt Bentley has a hat trick before Emiliano Terzaghi, which I find diabolically crazy. Who would ever thunk it? But yeah, man, I mean, got a hat trick there against Sarasota Paradise. It was funny because I was watching the Sarasota, how they post a picture of the game. And somebody was like, this is what we get for signing all these ex-Richmond Kickers players. And then a Sarasota fan replied back, well, he was like, Matt Bentley played for Richmond. He just scored a hattie on us. So your argument's kind of invalid. But I mean, I can see them fighting for a playoff spot. I don't think this is going to be the Chattanooga team that went on that burner at the end of last year. I think more so they're going to be a team that has their ups, their downs, but they're going to be consistent, right? Once they start leveling up, because I think they have played the least amount of games in the league so far at 5.
Yes.
So when they start playing their catch-up games, they're gonna kind of shoot up the table, but they're gonna be in that range for me right around 6 to 9. Like that's where I see Chattanooga kind of being at.
Also, now that you mention it, why is everybody on so many different amount of games?
Welcome to USL League One scheduling, folks.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
The wonders of the world. The wonders of the world. We move on from Chattanooga. Let's go talk about the team that runs social media, the team that invented soccer up there in the Northeast. Portland Hearts of Pine. Where do you have them at?
Just outside the playoffs.
Please send all negative texts to Ebony. Do not send them to the fan podcast. Please
send them to me. I don't care. Y'all look like garbage right now. I don't care. Nothing about how you play right now is telling me that y'all are ready to take that next step, and I hate it for you because you have the potential to be a really, really, really good team, and I want to believe in you, but there's no way you can look at your next 6 games and tell me that you're not scared based off of what you guys just did in the last 5. There's no way.
All right, this is my thing about Portland. I think they have a really good team. I think they're a team stuck in 2 minds. They're a team stuck of we want to press and we want to play high up. We want to go. They want to play exciting soccer. They're also stuck in the mindset of, we want to play attractive soccer, so we want to ping the ball around. And I think Portland has to figure out what they want to be. If either one they lead into, they can be good at it. They just have to figure out which one they want to be.
I'd rather them be the pressing team. Go. That's fun soccer to me. You just scored 3. Well, damn it, go get a 4th. And I think against a lot of this league, you can make an argument that that's the best way to play. Because not a lot of look at Charlotte, look at Omaha, look at even Spokane. The success. Now, Charlotte hasn't won anything with it. Omaha has. Spokane hasn't won anything with it yet. But
those are 4 teams that have been to finals.
Yeah.
So they got in there. They just might not be able to finish it. They got in there. They might not be able to. And if we talk about Portland, how they started the year off, we mentioned 3-1 win over Cosmos. But then you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-game stretch without a win. And then, look, you got the reverse fixture over Cosmos. So your 2 wins are against the Cosmos team, who's also just outside of the playoffs. If you take those 2 wins away, there's not a lot of confidence right now. Like, let's talk about the whole totality. U.S. Open Cup was disappointing, right? But you played against a favorite Vermont team in a tough home situation. AV Alta, that's a 0-0 draw. That was disappointing. 1-0 loss to Sarasota, disappointing. 0-0 draw against Knox, okay, that's commendable. 1-0 draw against FC Naples, commendable. 2-2 draw with Westchester, but lost on pens, disappointing. 3-1 win over Cosmo, we talking about that. 3-0 loss to Fort Wayne, disappointing. 2-2 loss against UU Omaha, commendable. So there's commendable results, but then there's also as many commendable as many frustrating, right? And it's those frustrating results. Like, can Portland take those and push themselves into that next tier? And they got to do it. Like, you got Rhode Island coming up. You got Greenville, who's licking their wounds. Spokane, that's another show-me game. Corpus Christi, Brooklyn, Chattanooga, Westchester. So, like, this stretch to June 19th is important for Portland if they want to get out of this just missing the playoffs and getting into fighting for a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have them fighting for a playoff spot, but they are like teetering on that and just missing out on the playoffs.
If I'm going by what I'm seeing right now, then that's why I have them just outside the playoff spots.
Yeah.
If we did this again, like in July, I could very well have them fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree with that. I can see that. All right. So let's go look at the table once again. We move on from Portland. Richmond Kickers.
Fighting for a playoff spot.
I will say the same. I will have them fighting for a playoff spot right now. This is another team. I think this is the anti to Portland. Like, Portland trying to figure out who they are. Richmond has figured out who they are. It's just...
Man, Richmond throws me off so much. Like, Portland Hearts of Pine, I was like, oh, yeah, I got them high up. I know they're going to do something. And then, like, this last little bit of run kind of, like, made me, like, falter a little bit. Richmond, same thing. I was like, dang, I don't know where they're going to be. Their squad was, like, a little young. We were all just kind of being like, yeah, let's just let them coast. And then the beginning of the season, we were like, yep, they coasted. How they coach still got a job? I don't know. But dang. All right. And then they went on this like wild run of just like smashing grabs. And I'm like, where did this come from? How the hell are you doing this now? Nothing has changed about Darren's approach, I don't think. It's just now the results are coming. And we're just like, if I'm looking at again,
it's a team that won. They started off with the hardest schedule. There's no bones about it, right? They started off with the hardest schedule, and add that in mixed with injuries. It was just bad. Like, it was no force about it. It was bad. Like, it was bad. But you see, you look at the last 3 results. They have played better outside of one game, the Spokane game, where they had no center backs. They have been in every game. They haven't gotten blown out. Like, we haven't seen like a 4-1 game or
No, the last time we saw that was what, against the Crew.
Yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
that's the Crew. That's bound to happen.
Yeah.
So there's no bones about that. But I would just say, like, if you watch Richmond games, they haven't looked bad. Like 2025. Like, this is a team where you can see, like, okay, I can see what they're trying to do. It's just not coming off yet. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a team that their floor is their floor. They might have a little wiggle room when it comes to their ceiling.
Is the ceiling the roof? What are we doing here? Hi, MJ.
I would say, look, I'm taking off my fandom hat. I'm putting on my journalism hat. For me, if you were to ask me right now, like, where would you place Richmond? I would say 7 or 8. Like, they are fighting for a playoff spot. I don't see them in the realm of like 5 or 6. 7, 8 feels good.
Yeah, no, I don't put y'all above like 7th. Like, if you make the playoffs, 7 is your ceiling. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I think the way how Richmond is playing, I think I'm gonna put back on my fan hat now. They got Charleston. Then you got a lemonade break till you play Chattanooga. And the reason why I think that Chattanooga game is big is because that's the place that they never won at. So if you can get a win there, then we're having a different conversation. Because then after that, it becomes you welcome Boise on that Saturday, you go up to Loudoun on the 6th, you go out to Boise on a Wednesday, then you got Corpus Christi and Fort Wayne. So you got like the tough part of your schedule within the next 4 to 5 games, right? And then you look at it, you got Corpus Christi, you got Fort Wayne. If you can pick up valuable points against Chattanooga, maybe split points against Boise, and then pick up points against Corpus Christi and Fort Wayne, we having a different conversation.
This is you moving Richmond from the 7-8 spot to the 4-5 spot, and I'm like, this is. I can't do that. Hey, I can believe in you, but I can't do that.
If we get back on this show in June, in Richmond or anywhere in the top 8, I'll be in a homer for the whole 90 minutes. I'm just telling you right now. I'm being a homer. I'm never going for it.
I can see how you get into that spot of like them being in like even the 6th spot, but I don't see it yet.
Kick us to the moon, baby. Head of the table. Respect the child with you.
So I'm gonna help you out here. I'm gonna put forward Fort Wayne and Boise all in the fighting for a playoff spot.
All right, Madison, Fort Wayne. You said Boise.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I will put Boise in ready to push for a title. I
was a little bit shy. Whoa, sir. You know what? Because this is gonna hurt my heart when I say it. I got Charlotte in pushing for a for a title, and it hurt. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Charlotte pushing for a title. I'm telling you, that team's different.
It hurt me so much to just say those words.
I can put Charlotte, Boise, UU Omaha, Spokane, and one Knox.
Where are you putting Naples at?
Fighting for a playoff spot.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, whoa, sir, I'm drinking water. That's the problem. I can't even like put it on like the alcohol. None of it. I came from a shoot and I'm sober. And that's the worst part about it. I actually have to be nice to Charlotte Independence. Because, damn it.
They're a good team. Can't help it.
That just hurt my heart. Oh, I'm not putting. Are we putting? Did you say Spokane? Putting them in for a title?
I'll put Spokane fighting for the
Okay,
title.
I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. I just wanted to make sure.
So I had Charlotte, Omaha, Spokane, one Knox. I said I put Boise.
Okay.
I put Boise.
Okay.
And look, the reason why I'm putting Boise there is because
you want Richmond to go into that 6th spot.
Well,
so you need.
But also, I picked Boise at the start of the year to win a title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So can we? But FC Naples they're not fighting for a title, correct?
I have fighting for a playoff spot.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all I want to make sure. I'm good now.
And then, who did I put? I think that was everyone.
Yeah, that's everyone. I just wasn't prepared for you to put Boise and fighting for a title. This is what happens when you throw questions at me right before we record, so I don't have time to prepare it.
It just works perfectly. It works perfectly. But fans, look, hey, let us know down below. What do you think? Who do you have ready to push for a title? Who's fighting for a playoff spot? Who's just outside the playoffs? And who should start prepping for 2027? This is a preliminary list. We'll come back to this a little bit later. But this is ever evolving. Ever evolving. I think we'll get to the fun part. The part that Em loves talking about. Who's on the hot seat? Whose seat are we just cranking up a little bit?
Yes, because I love a good hot seat. Well, Kyle loves a good hot seat, I should say.
He does.
Don't put that. Don't just put that on me. That is all Kyle.
Kyle is constantly putting his coach in the hot seat.
He is, which is hilarious.
Yes, he's constantly. All right. So the hot seat update. Now, these are teams that we believe to be, we're watching the situation. Where's your team at? How are things flowing? How are things navigating? What were the preseason expectations? Are they matching the real life expectations? So I say let's start off with let's start it off with, is your coach on the list this week? Yes, your coach is on the list this week. Okay. I'll start off and say for now. Now, me and Evan talked about this match. She wanted to put one Knox coach on here. I said absolutely not. I mean, there's nowhere near a hot seat.
You never know what happens in life. You never know what happens in life. This is safe for now because you're never truly safe when it comes to this league. So
that man is safe. If there's any coach that is safe in this league, it's that man. That man, I'm telling you, that man win another title in Knoxville, they're gonna get that man the keys to the city. Because damn sure ain't gonna be the University of Tennessee. It's the only thing good going in Knoxville right now. Because it damn sure ain't Tennessee. All right, so we had one Knox, we had Fort Wayne. I can agree with that. Charlotte. I'm struggling with Corpus Christi.
Only because they've already punted, so they ain't even looking right now. That's the only. They're so far down that they're not even considering looking for a coach right now. So he's nowhere near the hot seat, and that's why I have him in the safe for now.
Yeah. Sarasota, I feel like just because they're so new, like they got a lot to figure out. I don't think they're firing a coach mid-season. Richmond moved up to safe for now. Definitely with his 3-game winning streak. Boise, I think he's doing good things out there. Nate Miller, Chattanooga. They're going to play their style. I love how they play out there. And then Fort Madison, safe for now, but that can always change. All right, monitor the situation. No one's there now.
See, I can make the case that some of the people that are safe should be in monitoring.
Okay.
But I get why they're not there.
Okay. I can put Westchester there. I can put Westchester there. I can move Corpus Christi there.
I can see them. I can see that those Corpus Christi and Richmond. I could see both in either safe or in monitoring the situation.
I think Corpus Christi is in monitoring. I don't think they'll do anything. I think Richmond's safe for now because the 3-game winning streak is helping. Heating up. You got Portland and AV Alta. Heating up is Portland and AV Alta. What you think?
Oh no, I've got Portland and AV Alta in the hot seat, but I got them in the hot seat.
Okay.
I can see why you would maybe put AV Alta in the. Oh, I put them twice. That's why I forgot some teams. I could see why you would put AV Alta up and heating up, but I think the seat only gets hotter. I only think Portland's in the hot seat because there was so much. There was a lot of expectations, and I think a lot of us as fans of the game are a little like.
Sean saying stop it. Sean, this is the expectations. Portland fans have told us out of their own mouth.
This is me trying to make sure that like we all dang.
Obviously, look, we all know nothing's gonna happen right now. Like if you're firing the coach right now, that means you have systematically failed. Right. But I think of heating up as there are certain teams where the expectation is for you to be in and around a certain seeding, right? Like if let's just say, for instance, if we had Europe, or if USL League One was in a European competition, right? The expectation for Portland in the offseason is to be fighting for a Champions League spot or be comfortable in the Europa League spot. Am I right or wrong?
I can agree with that.
Okay. So the goal is top 4 this year. Now, Sean, are you guys close to that spot right now? If the goal is top 4, you can't also say, oh, Bobby's good. Because if the goal is top 4, you need to be right there or like slightly right below it.
But like we said, I think June changes this whole trajectory of like where they are in terms of hot seat. Right now, I feel like for me, I want to see them dominate June. And if they can,
I mean, you're right, Sean. 2 wins away. You're all right. Like 2 wins, you're having a different conversation. We are having a different conversation. Just right now, I just feel differently about this Portland team. Like,
I will retract hot seat, and I will see the argument for heating up, but it's only because again, I think this changes after June. And I feel like it changes for a lot of people after June. So
I think the 3 that are heating up, I don't think it's fair to put anyone in warm or hot seat just because of how early the season is. We haven't had a full 10 games yet.
What? I definitely had Greenville in the warm.
I know you had it in warm. I think right now, I think it's fair to say that Portland, Greenville, AV Alta are heating up. And I think it's fair. I still have
to show the graphic because I made these chairs and I need to see. Okay. And I had AV Alta in the hot seat. But I also can understand why that feels a little unfair, including with Portland. So we can leave them. We can leave them in heating up. I leave them in heating up.
I think it's fair to leave them in heating up. And I say after June, if we haven't seen improvement from those 3, I think it's fair to say warm. Because then we're getting closer to the midpoint of the season where it's like, all right, someday right. someday right. I think Sean would agree with me. If Portland not around that top 6 spot round come into June, It's going to be a different tone about Bobby. It's going to be a different
Did
tone.
we miss a team? I feel like we forgot teams. I don't know.
I don't think we put every team in there.
We
I think
didn't.
We talk about certain ones.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I was like, I know I don't have all the teams, but I also wasn't looking to have all the teams.
But I mean, like, I think you talked about the teams who teams are like, all right, there's obviously going to be some kind of rumbles. You know, if we had coverage about every team, I'm pretty sure there are like considerable rumbles. Like you hear it out of Richmond, you hear it out of AV Alta, Sarasota. You know, they just started. By the way, make sure you check out the Sarasota podcast. I can't remember the exact name of it, but they do great work out there. But you know, kind of like the rumblings have things that start with New York Cosmos once again. But I think there's also some grievance, some not grievance. I'm looking for some empathy with them being first year teams, right? Your Sarasotas, your Cosmos, your Corpus Christmas, right? So it's hard to be like, hey, your coach is on the hot seat and we're only 8 games in because they're still trying to figure so much out. So the real hot seat is probably like Greenville because of the standard being the standard there. AV Alta. And I think that's AV Alta and Richard are kind of the same because I think it's just more so fans are frustrated with the style. Westchester, new first year head coach, but he got to start getting some wins on his side quickly and kind of settling things there because you don't want it to become just a franchise who is just known for being the next CV Fuego. We don't want that situation.
Ooh, damn, that's a pull. That's a name pull.
Chattanooga Red Wolves, I think Scott is safe there. Portland, and just because of how the season has gone so far, I think it's fair to say that it's you're monitoring, you're looking at it because what this he was projected to be, they're not meeting it. Fort Madison, I feel like you kind of they're in the same box with AV Alta, Richmond. Fort Wayne, I think he's doing well. Keep it pushing. Boise safe. Charlotte safe. Any team really 6-0 right now is safe. Like you're fine. Yeah, you're not worried about your head coach.
Nah.
Now I would say this: like if a championship job come open, I don't think we'll have another Union Omaha situation where a coach will leave mid-season. Maybe Chattanooga. Chattanooga's the only one where I can see if a spot comes open at a big time USL championship club, like someone go look at Scott and be like, "Hey, let's bring him in." But I can see Spokane coach finishing out the year. Like if they win the title, I can see them moving on. Dawgs, I can see him moving on. But like if you're Chattanooga, and let's just say for instance, I don't know, I'm trying to find a team who's a big team. Let's say Lexington comes open. And you're in Chattanooga. But Lexington will back that Brinks truck up.
Oh, they will. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they will.
Okay, let's say like if Lexington, Colorado, I'll throw in Rhode Island or Indy. Come looking at Scott in Chattanooga. Is there a chance he leaves mid-season? I say yes.
Oh yeah, they just have blank checks. Like I can agree with that, but they also teams are going to start poaching because now that the USL Championship has their CBA, the Pro Rel is coming, so they want to be prepared and quote unquote ready to go day one. So, and it's always easy to poach from League One.
Yeah, and then also look at what Dom is doing with Tampa Bay. That team is filled with USL League One talent. And they're top of the they're top of the East. Haven't lost a game yet.
Yes, they are.
And you know what? Conway, Dolabella. These are guys that play, but Luis Perez.
They were literally all just together in freaking North Carolina, and now they're all together again. A winning team that was in North Carolina literally just went straight down to. They went from Omaha to North Carolina to Tampa Bay together. So it's the same team. They're all winners.
Yeah, it's a very well built team out there. Like, it's a very well built team. So I mean, I don't think there is any coach that I can truly say that is going to get fired at the end of the year right now.
I got like two.
Depends how the rest of the year goes out. We'll so yeah, I mean, let us know. Let us know down below who you think is on the hot seat. If you think we got it wrong, let us know. We want to hear from you guys. Interested to hear that. Evan, let's go ahead. Let's talk about our games of the month. We'll start off with you. What was your game of the month? What was the game that caught your attention? You were like, oh, I got to go back and watch
that. My game of the month was Fort Wayne versus Portland. Okay. It was a 3-0 win.
Sean's going to hate this episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but they're like Fort Wayne is flying. And I'm liking it. I don't know how long they sustain this new stadium bump. Or like, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. I know, Sean, I'm so sorry because that game had me asking Portland if they were okay, and that's what that was the one that was like making me like doubt all.
Sean, you see why we say Portland is why Bobby's seat is a little hot.
Like that was my one, and I hated it because I was like I was sold on Portland like that, and that was the one that was like ooh wait.
I have a suggestion for Portland, but they're not gonna want to hear it. It is what Richmond had to do.
What?
You gonna have to sit in
me. Oh,
I know you paid that money. You gonna have to sit in me. I love Emmy. You gonna have to sit him.
He's there, but he's like
he don't got 90 in them legs no more.
Yeah, but he's the one that's kind of like I don't want to say directing, but he is the one that like truly kind of understands this league the most for them. So he literally will make things happen. But yeah,
bring him off the bench. That's fine. Bring him off the bench. He don't got 90.
I don't think you can bring that type of contract off the bench and think it's going to be okay.
You gonna have? Well, you should have thought about that before you signed him.
That's what he was doing. Well, no, he wasn't playing 90 minutes for y'all. Was he? No. No, he was getting like maybe 30 minutes.
Coming off that bench.
Yeah.
Now he didn't start the last game. But I'm just saying, hey, look, you got to draw. I'm just saying. Just keep
not the tight 15. A tight 10. You ain't even give him 3 jokes. That's crazy.
Hey, look, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm trying to tell you. Tell Emmy, hey, look, you get 20 minutes. Go have fun.
Not gonna have fun. That's crazy.
This is one song. Like, Emmy don't need to do nothing else. That boy on vacation. I hate to say it. Like,
okay.
That's just me. All right.
And what's yours?
So for me, it was FC Naples versus One Knox. 3-0 win for One Knox. To me, this game submitted One Knox as the top dog in USL League One. It submitted them. Like it was like, all right, this One Knox. Like it really became who can beat One Knox when they're at their apex. Like when they got everything going, when they flowing, who that team that can go toe to toe with them? I'll come back to that comment. Yeah,
and then
I think the Fort Madison game kind of caught up on them, and I think like they have played well in a lot of games. They haven't looked particularly bad. I think the thing about
Naples?
it is like they will always have a way how to come back into a game. One Knox,
Naples or One Knox?
One Knox.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, huh?
I think this game for FC Naples was kind of just like that, the sigh out of balloon because they haven't been right for a while. And I expected more out of Naples, but they just haven't, looked themselves. They haven't looked good since To be honest with you, since the 1-0, well, ever since the U.S. Open Cup game where they should have drawn, um, they haven't looked right since. You know, you got the 1-1 draw versus Portland and the 4-1 loss to Miami FC, a bad Miami FC, by the way. Then you get that 3-0 loss to Knox, and then a 2-1 loss to FC. It was like you play two teams who is y'all three and y'all four, who are looked at as the crown jewels of USL League One right now. And you only picked up 1 point against those three teams. It's tough. You know, it's tough. And I think you've been to. Oh, my fault. That you haven't played Yoyomo yet, but like, yeah, you haven't picked up any points against those top two teams. It's tough. But yeah, I think this game showed why Knox is top dog. And then Kyle's was Fort Wayne versus Charlotte 2-2 game. What a wild way to open up a new stadium. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fair one. That's a good game to choose. So
we go to Vibes Team of the Month. We'll start off with Kyle's here. He said Spokane was his Vibes Team of the Month. They played about where we expected them to be, and the schedule gets easier for them until mid-June where they battle against One. That is a game, Eb. If you feel me, I think we might do a live show.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Let us know if we want to do a live show. If we get 5 likes on this video, we'll do a live show.
Live shows are always so much fun just because it's a different perspective and I love them. So I'm down for a live show. Let's get it.
All right. Let's so for me, I put Fort Wayne. They're starting to find their footing. I think, like I said, this is a team that has good bones. The stadium is definitely helping. I want to see more out of them on the road and against better opposition. But I think there's a good watch to see. I think that Indianapolis game will have it up on the second screen, checking it out, see how they go, and we'll go from there. But what's your vibe team of the month, Ab?
Mine is Knox. Okay. They're just kind of cruising. They're taking care of business and then just going home. Blue collar. They're not asking you to notice them, do not perceive them. They just trying to sit up there quietly and do their thing and go and and they're doing it. Like when I went to go look, I was like, holy crap. Knox has actually just been like cruising, which is crazy. So I'm going to give it to them. My honorable mention was Fort Wayne, and then you put Fort Wayne. So then never mind.
Look, that's impressive how Fort Wayne's been. Because I think if we did the show maybe 3 weeks ago, you have a different outlook on Fort Wayne. I think now you're kind of just like, okay, like I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing out there. And we talk about the chaos team of the month. I'll start this one off. I wish Sarasota Paradise and Corpus Christi. They just been flat out bad. Like, they flat out bad. It has not been a pleasant watch. I find my frustrations with Corpus Christi is because this is a team that feels like it should have more veteran leadership, but they're making mistakes as if they're a first year, like it's guys who have never been pros before. You get what I'm saying?
Which is crazy because they have.
Yes, and I think that's the frustrating thing because I would expect. And maybe this is on me because what I expected was them to be like NoCo and coming up, being this very aggressive team, fly, and it just has not been that way. Like, and I think partially because in both of these teams, I think what's frustrating me is the goalkeeper play. The goalkeeper play has been flat out bad. It's been bad.
Yeah, it's been bad with like some of the other special teams too, but they've also had the like midfield and forward like tandem to like make it work and get it back. Because like Boise is still bad at goalkeeping. Like it's not really been great, but they still are getting results. So
I still remember that Boise goalkeeper having his own goal, dropping the ball on the player's foot and it rolled.
See?
That was bad. But yeah, there's not much to say. They're just flat out.
It's just bad. Yeah. Kyle.
I love Sarasota because they're side of ex-kickers playing. They just picked up Matt Bolduck on the 25 day. But
what
it's
are
just
these
like,
25-day contracts? This is so stupid.
mind you, this is I love
G
Patty
League
B,
contracts.
but 32-year-old on a 25-day, and I'm like, Sarasota, you sure?
No, they're not sure.
Like,
No, they're not.
this is the crazy thing. Before he signed that contract, Matt Boda was at the Kickers' last home game. He was on the field, and this man is coaching with Grove up here in Richmond, who play in the UPSL. Like for a month, this man is just gonna be like, "All right, y'all, I'm in Florida."
Yeah, he needed a rest. Just,
like, okay,
what are we doing? What is this? You know what? Fine.
All right.
And then Kyle went homer and said Madison is his chaos team, which is fair though because his reasoning is sound. Might go into your stadium and win, or they have a loss where you ask, have these guys seen each other before? Have they ever trained? Do they know what a soccer ball looks like? And that's completely fair. You just like you look at some of the games where like even like Open Cup play when like it just looked all bad, like, and then you go and get like a stellar result against like a Omaha or something, and you're just like, what is your identity? Because I'm not sure if you're sure what you want to do. And that's the confusing portion of what Forward is at the moment. They are there. That is their call to fame right now. They are there. They will show up. That's more than a lot of teams can say. That I feel like that's the best way to put that. And for me, my chaos team is Richmond because I also don't know their identity, but at least they are getting results now. Is it a smash and grab? Is it an all-out defensive war? Y'all are just kind of pulling them from everywhere you can, and you are helping Darren keep his job.
Richmond is the kid who, in the lead up to the test, you look at it and be like, "That motherfucker gonna fail."
Yeah.
And then you played on his phone for 45 minutes. Hell no!
And he passed with like a 73, and you're like, huh?
But you low-key think he cheated.
Exactly.
And you be like,
it was enough to be like, I didn't know you knew the answer, how to solve. Actually, I didn't know you knew the formula to solve that problem, let alone knew the correct answer from that formula. But you somehow did it.
Who took his time, but you feel like he rushed it. That's what it feels like. You be like,
you be sitting there so confused because you're like, how did you? This is literally what I felt like for the last like 5 Richmond Kickers games. I'm like, you did what against Omaha? You did what to Greenville? You did a smash and grab, all out defense for like 80 minutes against. I'm like, what are we? Where? When did y'all practice that? I ain't never seen that this whole season. When did you do that? Who taught y'all that? Because it won't Darren.
It's crazy.
Wild times, chaos. Why?
Yeah, absolutely chaos. Absolutely chaotic. But that puts a bow on our live episode for this week. So, guys, once again, get in the comment section. Let us know what your thoughts are. Who's on the hot seat? Where do you have these teams ranked in the tier? If you have any news, let us know. And also, team podcast. If you're a writer, if you are taking photos of this team, if you are thinking about starting a podcast, reach out to us. We are building a network of writers, of podcasters all around USL League One, so that way we can stay informed. We can all be connected with each other and share news because Lord knows if we don't do it, this damn sure league won't.
True.
Anything else for you, Ab, before we wrap up?
No, make sure you support your local teams. Go watch your local soccer. Listen to all the pods. Give credit where credit is due, especially if you have somebody taking photos. I've been seeing a lot of great photos come out of Richmond recently, and that's just all the credit to the team there. Yeah. keep we all we got in this. Pro Rel ain't saving the hood because it's not saving League One.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And also to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to you.
yes.
Regardless if you lost your mother, if you just became a new mother, if you take care of a dog or a cat. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for all you do. We couldn't do this without you. And also to all the teachers, end of the year is wrapping up. Fight through it. We love you guys. But for me, Eb, Cal, and everyone else here, Walking ID, we will holler at you guys in a month when we might adjust these hot seats. But keep an eye out for it. You guys be easy, be safe. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. All right, bet.